Gemini, welcome back. Thank you for being patient while I've been on the mend. I am still not feeling super great, so I was telling Pisces that I'm just gonna do readings little bits at a time. They're probably going to be a bit shorter this week, and hopefully by next week I'll be all spiffed up and ready to go. You are second in line, Gemini, for the most watched videos after my last release, so thank you very much. Again, if you've been enjoying this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to grow this awesome community of people. Nine of Cups coming out first. This is kind of my wistful card. Sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? All of these choices before you, when in actual fact there really is no question about what to do because you know exactly what you want to do. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer in case it's too quiet. I'll try to be louder. Yeah, so I think you've got a lot of choices before you with respect to something. We're going to find out what after I shuffle some more cards. But there's one thing that you know you definitely want. So if there is some premise of there being a choice, I don't think it's going to take much guesswork, okay? This is something that's an emotional decision. It could do with love, or it could just be any relationship that has to do with an emotional component. That could also include work, depending on the type of work that you do, right? And how invested you are in that. I'm seeing the Devil flip out and the Magician there. We'll see if they come. They're flipped up in the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like this is something that you've been working on, manifesting potentially, a seed that you've planted. So let's get some more jumpers here so that we can continue to tell the story for Gemini with the Nine of Cups coming out first. So then we have the Five of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, beautiful, and the Seven of Wands. Whew. This looks like it might have been a battle for you to fight here. You know, pardon. I just get this sense when I look at the Five of Swords that something is done and done is what I'm hearing, okay? Like it's something that you've been working on or something that you wanted to have happen and it's done. I don't get the sense that it's necessarily like violent or anything. There hasn't been a huge battle. Maybe in your mind, you know, I don't actually feel like there's a lot of conflict in this card necessarily. I think this is a lot of this in your head goings-ons, which, you know, Gemini, we can be known for having, right? Like we're mercurial and we're communicators, so that would explain the swords and stuff here. Although, yeah, you got two swords cards. But, you know, there's always... up in our heads, right? And it depends on other placements in your birth chart, how up in your head you are. But Geminis are known for thinking, you know, strategize, all of this. And it looks like you've been doing a lot of that, but now it's done and done. And that really resonates, you know, with this card here where there may be options and stuff like that, but you know exactly which one you want in truth, in reality. The Two of Cups coming out next. Again, I've probably said this before. I'm tired if I'm repeating myself, but I do love my cards so much. Is the Two of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Two of Cups. You know, this really speaks to a situation where, and it is a connection. This is an emotional connection where, you know, I'm hearing two peas in a pod, two people that are very different that come together in peace and harmony and love. And this can be platonic love. This doesn't have to be, you know, a sexual relationship, but it's like you two are the best of buds, okay? And it's like you light up each other's worlds is how this feels, okay? There's also a lot of passion there. Can't deny that. So I guess I probably should look at the other cards before I like generalize the ones above, but certainly there's something about a passionate new beginning here that you're looking forward to. And again, whether this is in career or love, you know, it's hard to say at this point what it is because I don't really have any other players showing up just yet, and we'll see how it unfolds. Again, this is a lot of passion. This is a lot of heat. This is a lot of like vavoom is what I'm hearing. Okay. The Queen of Cups, honestly, I kind of feel like this is your energy here. I do. I mean, it's possible that it is someone around you. Again, I told Pisces I wasn't really going to talk a lot about signs and stuff like that, because to me it's always more about the energy that each of these cards contains, right? So Queen of Cups here in this deck is someone who's kind of like wistful. Again, I was getting that energy up there. And someone who's very in tune with their emotions, but at the same time can be brought down by those emotions as well. It can be time of kind of a quiet, just kind of a down, kind of lull energy, actually. Like with the energy up here, it gets so bright with this Two of Cups and with this Ace of Wands. But then I'm actually going to move these up here. I feel like I'm being drawn to put them like this, honestly. Because I feel like the energy of this Ace of Wands matches the energy up here better. That's for sure. So, yeah, the Queen of Cups. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm getting totally distracted here. The Gemini is really coming out. Oh, Siri popped up. So we've got the Sun on the bottom of the deck. This is another gorgeous card. I really find that the Sun in this deck and the Two of Cups, their energy's super matched in here, because you can see these two little kids. Again, like that feeling of we're the best of buds. We're having the best time. We're hanging out in the sun. We're picking flowers. We're just being with each other. We're in each other's presence, and it's like the best feeling ever, okay? So, sorry that distracted me on the bottom. Back to this second row here, though. Anyways, this Queen of Cups can sometimes be prone to low moods because they are so emotional. They're so in tune with their emotions. And again, I'm getting kind of this Nine of Swords feeling, like this Five of Swords, where you get a bit up in your head too much and worry about things. I'm getting even maybe some envy or some jealousy too, get caught up in that. But what Spirit's really encouraging you to do is get out of your head and trust your intuition, particularly with respect to whatever this relationship is or the situation is, okay? Really trust your intuition about this, because it's going to be spot on. I'm also getting a message here to drop this defensiveness, okay? And also, there's a time to be defensive, and there's a time to kind of let that go. And so I really get this sense that the High Priestess is calling you to balance that, okay? So I'm hearing like know when to hold them, know when to hold him, know when to fold him. That's a song by Kenny Rogers. It's like super old. And if you want to look that up on Spotify or Apple or whatever, but that's what I heard. Yeah, but it's just that it's that knowing, it's that fine balance of when to protect yourself and when to let people in, okay? And this matches the energy of the Ace of Wands, so it's possible that this could be in connection to this passion that you'd be getting that is starting. I'm starting, the way I'm talking about all of this, it feels like it is a person, another person, okay? So I'm getting this Devil card and the Seven of the Pentacles keep poking their heads, and Magician. Let's see if they actually flip out. Normally when I'm shuffling, if I see those cards jump out straight away, I'll actually take them, but I just don't feel inclined to in this reading. So I'm just going to go with that. Trust your intuition, right? Absolutely. The Queen of Cups, if those of you that are interested in signs, that's Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer type of energy. But again, Gemini, unless maybe you've got a lot of water in your chart, I really feel like this is you, okay? Yeah. Get out of your head is definitely coming into play here, and trust your intuition. Watch that guardedness. There's a good balance there. It's an art. It really, truly is. So there's just, they're giving me the same messages over and over here. So I'm going to stop talking and just keep shuffling. I think you guys are going to be my only other reading for the night here, and we'll call it a day. What else do we have for our beautiful Geminis? Whoops. Oh, it's going to make me bend over. Okay, the Devil did come out, but in reverse. Interesting. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles coming out. Ooh, the King of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles and the Devil in reverse. So interesting. Okay. Oh, and the Knight of Wands on the bottom. Okay, so you know, I don't know if you guys can see like the edges of these cards. I have worked with these cards a lot. You can't really see it. Anyways, it's interesting, and I'm just gonna do this. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel called to do it. It's interesting because every deck to me, I understand like there's your basic meanings and stuff that we can all study from a book, okay? So the traditional Rider system, the Rider Waite, whatever you want to call it, there's those traditional meanings and interpretations that we can take from it. But I always find that in each of my decks, they have a unique energy to them. And certain cards remind me of certain people or certain energies that those people carry, okay? And I'm mentioning this, I mean, because of the King of Swords. The King of Swords here is that sultry, pouty boy, okay? And he actually reminds me of somebody I know and who carries this energy, okay? And so this person is actually an earth sign. What's interesting about that? But again, that kind of goes against the laws of, well, King of Swords, that would typically be air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Well, what do people have in the birth charts though, right? And so again, this reading, I'm really going to go off of the energy that I'm getting from the cards more than the signs. So Ten of Pentacles really talks about stability. It talks about foundations and money. It could talk about legacies and things like that. And I feel like this is connected to this King of Swords and Pentacles, of course, this earth type energy. This King of Swords is someone who is incredibly intuitive, okay? He's a bit, I always say like the bit of the dark and stormy kind, okay? I think he's quite serious, and he probably can come across as quite mean to some people. He can maybe come across as a bit of an asshole, actually, but he's not. Okay, and that's the important thing to remember with this fella. He can be quite sharp with his words. Those words can be quite cutting, and he can really cut to the bone. This person is someone that when they say something, they just get right to it. They don't mince words at all, and that can be really off-putting for some people, you know. Yeah, they could be prone to mood swings or just kind of like this grumpier energy. That's just what I get from this. But again, their insight and their intuition is spot on. This person will look right through you like laser beams, okay? And that makes some people uncomfortable. I don't think they intimidate you though, because when I look at the energies here, like the Queen of Cups looking towards him, I think she sees the better side of him and that kind of the gentleness and those watery emotions for this person. It doesn't, I think it's because she understands the darker side of him, okay, the darker side of those emotions that he's prone to, because she also has them. They just contain different energy. She's probably gentler and softer when she's in this energy, and if anything, she maybe takes that energy inwards, okay? So I feel this is you. You might take those feelings inwards, and you know when they talk about depression and stuff, really being anger turned inside or inwards, that's what I mean by that, okay? Whereas this person, when he's dark and stormy, he probably lets everybody around him know he's like, you know, can come across as a complete jerk, right? When really it's not him being mean or wanting to be, you know, vicious or anything like that. It's just these emotions inside of him. This is how he comes across, okay? Very sexy man. This is typically someone that's kind of like people are magnetically drawn to him. He's very dreamy sort of type of energy, okay? And so I feel like this is somebody who's around you and who'll get a better sense of how they play into this picture, because it's not entirely clear to me yet. Although gauging from this, it's a connection that you want or have wanted, and you two are like two peas in a pod. You're very, very different, but when you come together, you're like the best of friends. You're very comfortable with each other's stuff, but there's a passionate spark there that you just can't deny. There's definitely some guardedness, though, that we talked about here, right? And it's learning that balance. And potentially it's the both of you that are like that, okay? There might be a tendency for both of you to get up a bit in your head and stuff like that and be a bit guarded, potentially towards each other, but you're both incredibly intuitive here. You see there's two different energies here. When I talk about his intuition, right, and her intuition, that would be you, okay? I see the similar energies of those cards, okay? So again, yours is more of that gentle knowing, or his is more of that fierce, piercing intuition and insight. Okay, I feel like this person is probably very well established. They could have a family of their own, but I get more of a sense that they're probably wealthy and very proud of that. They're really, really hardworking. If they're not wealthy, they're just quite comfortable. They're quite comfortable, but again, and this is I'm just hearing it's their whole world. This person could be like a workaholic for sure, because it's like the pentacles are at the center of their world. It could be how they define their worth in the world. Because of this, okay, probably very good at whatever they do, for sure. But I feel like the energy in this card, it's just like they may have that, but that only takes them so far. There's still kind of like this blasé feeling in this, right? Like there's not a lot of heartfelt emotion in that card. It's still kind of dark and stormy, kind of like him, right? And so I think this person's challenge is to learn how to balance their world a little bit better. Didn't I talk about that in Pisces? Yeah, but I don't think it's related, honestly. The Pisces title draws you, then go ahead and watch that. But in any event, let's get back to it. The Seven of Pentacles, again, talks about, a seed being planted and waiting for that to come in. This is Pentacles, so not so much about emotion. Oh, the bird's liking this reading. This is a good sign. This is something that you've definitely been waiting for, and that just getting that you really look up to this person. I don't know if you potentially worked with this person at one time, or you just admire them for their hard work and for their stability is what I'm getting more than anything. That work thing might be for a few people, but more of what I'm getting is that you look up to them with respect to their financial attainment, how they've obtained their money, and I get that, again, others would see them as maybe greedy or hardworking and working too hard, like investing too much into the work. But there's something about this that you actually admire, and you've taken a piece of this into your own life as well. With the Devil in reverse, it's funny because this whole row, you can see it on the camera here, this whole row is so fiery and passionate and stuff like that, right? The energy in it. And I don't know if at one point it's you or this person had thought that there was too much fire in this, that this was going to burn somebody, that this was temptation, that this was obsession, that this wasn't healthy. If there was addictions involved in some way, shape, or form. Spirit's saying that this is not the case. This was all up in your head. This is what you were worried about. That there's nothing to fear with this Devil card here. Again, with the Knight of Wands, this is kind of that player energy. I don't know if you felt like this person was a player and you were worried about that, but Spirit's saying, don't worry. This was in your head. If not in your head, in both your heads, okay? Okay, what other messages do we have? I'm running out of steam. Pardon me. I might go straight to Oracle, guys. Oh, the World. Something's coming to an end here. There's a completion within this relationship here. Interesting. Tell us more. Let's skip the Oracle for a second. Tell us more about, I wanted to come out. Tell us more about the World, please. When I look at this card, there's just like perfect balance in this. It's like all of these little energy centers are flowing. It's very healing. It's very, oh my God. That's too many cards. I'll take the one on top, though. I've got the King of Pentacles coming out here. It's interesting because that card always reminds me of that Earth sign energy, and this is an Earth sign, King of Pentacles. This is like your Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energies. So this person could be an Earth sign with air in their chart, or just those air qualities, or vice versa. The King of Pentacles is somebody, again, who's very proud of all that they've accomplished. They're a family man type of person, and that doesn't just have to mean like, a spouse and kids and stuff. That can also be towards their extended family and friends and things like that. They're very generous, very well balanced. Yeah, I'm just hearing they've got a healthy balance between their money and their life. Something that was missing down here with this King of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, right? This person knows how to balance what's important in life, I'm hearing. Okay, the Fool. There's something about a new beginning happening here. It's interesting because we go from the World to the Fool with the King of Pentacles in between here. And so really this is an ending. There's some ending. How do I say this? Whatever dynamic was going on between you two is coming to an end, okay? With this King of Pentacles. And a new foundation is forming, okay? So a new dynamic of your relationship is forming. Tell us about the Fool, please. Oh gosh, like you can't make this stuff up. The Lovers. Hoo-wee. Okay, so you've gone from best buds and like with the sun on the bottom again. Like seriously, you guys, you can't make this up. This gets me so excited. With the Lovers card, you know, again, oftentimes, you know, you talk about the traditional meaning of the Lovers being, you know, potential choice and things like that. But with this card, I really get that. Oh, I never noticed that before. This sense of like emotional intimacy, physical intimacy. These are like, I mean, like seriously, feel the energy in that card. Look at those two, like Vavoom. And if you look in the background here, the two dolphins are actually swimming away and going somewhere else. This is divinely guided. Whatever this connection is, this is divinely guided. You two were supposed to be friends. You were supposed to be best buds. This energy was supposed to happen so that you two could come together as lovers. Woo. You see the color in this card as well, right? Matches up with all this fire on the right-hand side of the deck here. Oh, man alive. The Fool, there's a sense of optimism and innocence and not knowing what's going to happen, but you know what's on the other side is going to be amazing. Temperance, temperance can speak to balance. Again, I'm getting this is divinely guided though. Like, look at this, the girl that's the angel that's up here in the Lovers card is also over here. Okay, so I feel like this was divinely guided and it's perfect. Like it's almost like alchemical. So it's almost like this relationship with this person had to run through the sands of time, the tests of time, however you want to put it, so it could be just right. Okay, this has probably taken a hot minute to come to this point. I have no idea how long. A while though. Like this is more than just a couple months. This is, you know, potentially a year plus. Yeah, a hot minute is for sure. Next, we have the Strength. I do believe that the two of you come out stronger for this. With this Strength card, I always get that energy of someone who's able to tame this wild animal. So someone who's able to take kind of this guy, this dark and stormy, it's kind of harsh on the outside, you know, gooey on the inside, and kind of see through to his heart and see the best sides of him and remind him of the best sides of him. Oh, you're never going to guess who's coming next. I got to finish this sentence first, though. You know, this is someone who has been very gentle with him. He could have some Leo in his chart, or just could be a very fiery person. Again, that dark and stormy guy, right? This is someone who walks alongside this person and believes in them and really sees them for who they are and loves them for who they are. This is unconditional love that I'm getting that you have for this person. With the Queen of Pentacles coming out here, I'm getting a pair. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, right? So it's possible that you could end up marrying this person is the feeling that I'm getting. Absolutely. Interesting though that the Ten of Swords comes out here next. You know, I guess potentially this person could be leaving a spouse, and this could lead to significant heartbreak, but I don't really get that feeling from it. Here we got Knight of Wands again at the bottom. I get that feeling that it's more, this has been weighing really heavy on you is what I'm getting. All of this has been weighing super heavy on you. And I don't think you ever thought it would get to this point. Because the energy shared is similar to the Fool. It's like the same person as well. Her hair is just, you know, pulled up. I mean, this literally brought you to your knees at some point. It's not clear what might have done that, but I don't know if this person was a player. That Knight of Wands keeps showing up at the bottom, but again, it talks about fears that aren't actually real. You know, this bad things. I will say this too. I really feel like, yeah, there's been some healing done potentially on both sides. Oh, yeah, but certainly I think on this person's side for sure. I think you've healed in different ways though. For one of you, it was harder than the other, that's for sure. What the heck was I just saying? Oh, yes. If this is something where there has been heartbreak between these two people, you know, this person was with another person or something like that, I just don't get the energy that anything untoward happened, because that Knight of Wands, that player energy, perhaps that person had those tendencies in the past, but it's not so now, because again, we've got that double in reverse, so I just don't feel that energy. This, you know, whoever's watching this, you'd know this because this person was like your best buddy, or you felt like you were best buddies with them. Four of Swords comes up again. And the Hermit, yeah, listen, either, an Ace of Pentacles, like a new beginning, right? So Four of Swords and the Hermit, I don't know who it is. I don't know on which side this is. I feel like it's more the masculine side, but it's almost like taking time out to go within and to shine the light on things and to heal, and that sort of thing brought this new beginning about, whatever this new beginning ends up being. Like I said, potentially marriage for some of you, like you found your match. The two of you could very well balance each other out, you know, coming from this Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, and just hearing the two of you could bring out the best in each other, okay? The two of you could bring out the best in each other. Boy, that, interesting, that Magician card keeps coming up. It still hasn't flipped. And that's Gemini Virgo energy. So again, this King of Pentacles could be a Virgo. Oh, Lord Almighty, this is going a little long for my liking. So the top two, Death. So the Magician, Death, the Chariot, and Eight of Pentacles. This is coming at you. You know, this is like a death and rebirth, like I talked about up here, okay, where something, you know, has transformed. Your relationship is going to transform with this person, and it's a good thing. This is something that the two of you probably manifested together, quite honestly, or something that was meant to be. Okay, someone's been focusing on this big time and bringing this into being. It could be also, I'm getting like some telepathic connections of some sort too, or just, you know, when you're around each other, like, you know, one of those things where, you know, we just could read each other's minds sort of thing, right? Or you think that, oh, that was creepy, that was weird. I don't get the feeling this person's really into metaphysical stuff or spiritual stuff or anything like that. Just with like the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords is not someone I would traditionally say was interested in that sort of stuff. But with the Magician energy, like, you don't know, maybe they just got their own way of doing it. The Chariot is fast movement, so this is coming hard and fast. I'm just drawn to the third eye being lit up here, and that wasn't another card too. And this has been a lot of work. This is, again, I'm getting this Eight of Pentacles being time going by. So this has been very slow, patient work, potentially relating to this healing and waiting and introspection and going within and stuff like that. Yeah, Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You guys are going to hear from this person soon. There's no doubt about it. Or you're going to reach out to them. Hands down. This is coming. With when I get the Eight of Wands and the Chariot together, those are two, higher power on the bottom, those are two really fast moving cards, okay? They're not cards that waste time. So I think you can expect a conversation from this person. It's funny, I'm already just talking like that, like you two haven't been connected. So whether you haven't been for some time, or this is just someone's going to say something about this is actually more than just friendship here, okay? So if you are in each other's circle still, you know, still seeing and talking to each other and stuff like this person is going to pronounce to you, or you're going to come forward to them that there's more to this. Who will it be? I'm not really getting a sense. Getting more of their energy as far as manifesting this. I don't know if you'll go in first. I don't know if you would. Yang. Okay, so we're talking about that. Yang is giving energy. Okay, so it's possible that you need to be the one to give this. You need to be the one to reach out to this person and say something. Don't ever follow advice given in a tarot reading exclusively. Don't do that. I think if something really, really resonates with you, make that decision on your own, and it can help guide you, and it can be like confirmation or something potentially. But again, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't resonate, you just leave it, okay? Lots and lots of readings out there. You'll know when something resonates with you because it'll just hit. It'll hit the spot. Milk and honey. This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful connection coming together. Whenever I get this card, I get this sense of loyalty, and just like, I just heard the song. It's really old. Sunshine and lollipops. Good times or something. I don't know when it's from. Maybe like is it the 30s or maybe 50s? Just sunshine and lollipops. Like, it's just kind of that fun little cute song. I don't know if that means something to someone. Oh yeah, truth be told, honey, there's some love coming your way, let me tell you, or you're sending out love their way, because the masks are coming off in this situation. There's going to be an open, heartfelt conversation. Yeah, someone's trusting their intuition here. There's like a real thing about owls in here. Owls and hawks is what I'm getting. So we've got the hawk on here. That really stood out to me. And then this beautiful little owl here. I've noticed like an influx of owls on my Insta feeds and stuff like that too. New York seems to be really hot for posting stuff about owls right now. This connection. I don't think this connection is going to make you feel happy. I think you already feel happy with this person, or did feel really happy with this person. 8 could be a significant number for you. Yeah, I think that, I don't know. It's just like, it's the same energy up here with this, we're running along, with this 2 of Cups here, right? That same sort of like, look at the energy in these cards. Like, you know, happy, this happy energy, sunshine and lollipops, right? Which sounds so juvenile, but it's that song. If it resonates with you, check out that song. You just type it into your Google search and it'll bring it up. Google's amazing with that stuff. Even Spotify can help pick out lyrics now. Any final messages for our beautiful Geminis here today, please? Before I completely lose my voice. Any, I think that's it. If you've been going round and round with this person, that's about to come to an end, okay? That's about to come to an end, because the truth is going to be told, masks are going to be dropped, and it's a beautiful thing coming out of this energy. Darn, like, seriously jealous of whoever this is, because this is like really good news. Anyhow, guys, I have to sign off now. If this resonated with you, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe so that we could grow this awesome, beautiful community even bigger. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all of your views, for your comments. I love reading the comments and hearing your personal stories. If you feel inclined to share them, if you feel safe to share them. And I look forward to doing your next reading, Gemini. Take care. Bye for now.